everybody, this is Callie with Beautifully Inspired. Welcome back to our channel. We are getting organized this morning. We had another fantastic weekend. We went to the farmer's market on Saturday, whoops, and we absolutely had a blast. I met some really fun people. It poured down rain on and off, but you know what? I have to say thank you so much for everybody who came out to the farmer's market because it was fabulous. We had such a good time. And all I'm doing right now, and I didn't bring my glasses in here with me, oh well, as I usually forget. I don't know why. But I'm updating my list. So here's, as if you saw the list from last week, you can see now that we kicked all that stuff off. Well, most of it. A lot of everything that needed to be made got made. And now we're just doing the catch up of what more we need to do. So I'm not erasing all of it, but I am definitely reorganizing this. So men's soap we still need to do. Come on. Men's soaps. I have 4 of them. EO soaps and wax melts. Yep. I had so many really good requests this weekend that we're trying to finish up here. So men's soaps, wax melts. Get caught up on those. Those are easy to make. And then we have kids soaps. Didn't sell out of them, but I have 4 new ones. I want to bring those out. So we'll get those put over here. I have a lily and lilac soap, which I can't make, unfortunately, because I don't have any more castor oil. So I got in touch with a mom came up to me and she says, my daughter really wants bath bombs, but she's super skin sensitive. And we're finding that it's not the essential oils, but it's the fragrance oils that people use in their products that are causing the issues. What can you help me with? And I told her, I says, well, there's a lot we can do. I said, I'm just going to raise this up just a little bit. There we go. I told her that we could sit down and create for her a special bath bomb that I'll release in my shop because she's not the only one that I've had that issue with. Let me raise my chair up because it sucked down on me yesterday. There we go. Now I'm better. So anyway, she asked me to make her a special bath bomb that I would definitely bring into my shop on a regular basis for other kids who have the similar issues. And she is so skin sensitive that she loves baths and she loves bath bombs, but she can't find one that works for her. So we're going to make her a special one. So I have my oatmeal line that I've been wanting to bring out. So we're going to do an oatmeal. I'm writing this down on my list. So oatmeal and kaolin clay, bath bomb, BB. Okay, so we'll take that off the list. So that is for her. And then I have got to make a blueberry, let's see, put it down here, blueberry. I have no way to lift this up to see you guys, to show you guys how I'm writing on this. I don't have a way of mounting it on my wall, unfortunately. So blueberry liquid soap. I have to make at least 1 of those today, so we'll click that off. Okay, and then I have unscented kid soaps. Okay, so this is where the other thing is I had a whole bunch of customers ask me for unscented soaps. So we're going to just make a generalized unscented soap. We're going to do an unscented liquid soap, which is easy to do. We're going to do an unscented bath bomb and shower steamer. I'll show you the list here in a minute. Somebody asked me, we got that one. Okay, I get that. Unscented bath bombs we have. Yep, and then we have women's shower steamers. Shower. So it sounds like there was a lot of requests this weekend, but there really wasn't. Not as much as I usually get. Let me delete off all my cross off lists. Okay, so the only thing I had left was an idea that was for a foot soak. So we're going to make foot soaps too, and we'll do those also. So that was always on my list. There wasn't that much to go, and I'll show you my list here. This is the updated list. We have, go top to bottom, so there's the top. So it wasn't too bad. We crossed a whole bunch of stuff off on the left side. And a lot of this I can tick off really quick. Wax melts I can do. I might be able to get one, maybe two of the soaps off made. I can't do the dog soaps. I don't, oh wait, yes I can do, if I have enough essential or castor oil, I'll make the dog soap. That was a request from a couple weeks ago. The lip butters I can't do. Actually, I'm going to take off the lemon because the lady never came back. So I'm not going to do her soap, her lip balm. I'm running down low on watermelon, and I should probably do that. I'll have to do an inventory on those next week. Maybe I'll just do the lemon or the watermelon really quick. It won't take me long to do that. Lip butter. Lip butter. Because I made the watermelon soap and bath bombs and shower steamers last week. Okay, so there's our list for the week. Really easy to do. I don't have my castor oil. It's still not in yet. It was supposed to be in Friday. It never got here. I don't know where it's at. It's been delayed. Ugh. But that's what happens. So we're just going to shift around. My customers aren't going to be that bad. But I can definitely get the oatmeal and clay and the kale and clay bath bombs made. I can get the liquid soap made. I've got that in my thing here. And I can get the bath bombs and the shower steamers done. So I can actually click off a lot of this. I have to do the women's shower steamers. We're going to do 10 cents of my list. 10 popular scents. And then I have to work on my essential oil line. So I'm going to put this oil line, because I do have to start bringing those in. I got a lot of requests for those. So that's our list. We just added a couple more items that were kind of there. So there's that list we're going to start working on. I'm going to pop this over on the top part of my table here. Cool. So that will be the stuff that I'll get done this week. It's not a big list, but it's a fairly, actually it's not too bad of a list. I don't know what I'm thinking of. A lot of it is the soaps, and I can't do the soaps because I don't have my castor oil in. And I tried to sit down to create a new recipe that was just as good with the castor oil, and I can't find a substitute for castor oil. If you know of a substitute for castor oil, put it down, because I would really love one. Because there are times where, oh, my castor oil just shipped. There you go. See, that's what happens in business. Things happen. So that's what's going on in the shop today. I am making a magnesium lotion. I should get that one done fairly quickly this morning and get that out of the way, because those have to cool. I have my jars, 4 jars for my, and then I'll have to grab a couple tins, because last time I made it I had a little extra, and I like to sell those little tins. Customers like those little tins, especially those that are traveling, so we'll make those. Okay, so what next? Let's see. Let me take a look at my list here and see what I want to tackle. Probably get the magnesium lotion going, if I can find it. I am selling out of my magnesium lotion every week, so I definitely don't have my recipe. Is that it right there? Oh, there it is. Found it. Alright, so we'll get usually I'll take my cards out, lay them out, and figure out what to do, but I have so much on here that I'm just going to start one at a time. So we'll start with my magnesium lotion, because that won't take long to make. We'll get that going. And I absolutely love my magnesium lotion. It's selling very, very well. So if you ever want to put something in your shop, learn how to make it. If you go to my Patreon channel, I will give you my recipe and show you how I make it, and that way you can put it up on your site. It's really easy to make, yep, we'll get that done. Yeah, I think I'll make this today. This will be easy to make. Empty this out and we'll get going on that, and I'll start filming that. So let me turn this off for a minute, get everything set up for the magnesium lotion, and then I'll come back and I'll start filming that. But anyway, in the meantime, thanks everybody for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick update of what we're doing for the week. There's a lot going on in the studio. I will be filming as much as I possibly can today, so, well, this week as much as possible, and I'll be filming in the morning. We got hot weather coming, 80s towards the weekend, so I want to get as much done in the morning, so I'll probably be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning filming. Don't you just love those days? Those are awesome days. I just love doing that. Get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My husband walks in the door at about 3 o'clock in the morning because he works graveyards now with his trucking company that he's working for. And so, yeah, it's one of those days. All right, so let's start with the magnesium lotion. Let me turn this off, grab all my ingredients, and I will be right back. This lotion is really easy to make. You can find the recipe on my Patreon channel, and I will show you step by step on how to make that. But for all my customers, this is how I make it. Let's go. All right, we are going to start off by putting in our olive oil. Get all that goodness scraped out of there. I absolutely love making this lotion. It's so easy, and my customers absolutely go nuts over it. And I only have enough to make 4 jars today, so we're going to hopefully have enough for the weekend. If not, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. All right, so next we're going to do our mixture of butters. Now I have shea butter. Is this one the shea butter? No, shea butter. Well, let's add in the rest. Okay, so let's add in, we're going to add in some of our cocoa butter. I'm just going to add in a mix of cocoa butter. And we're going to add in, let's see, that's 1, 2, and our shea butter now. And I'm just doing this by approximate. I usually end up with a little bit of extra here, so that's probably 2. And then let's just do 1 of coconut. On this recipe, I'm never really exact. I just try to do the best I can with it. I usually end up with a whole bunch of extra, which is not a big deal. I forgot to grab my beeswax. And we definitely need 2 tablespoons of beeswax, or about that. I use an all-natural beeswax. This just helps make the lotion. Even though I'm a vegan store, I do have to put beeswax in my lotions. There's no really way to solidify them up properly. And this really does make a stable lotion if I do this. I tried it without and it didn't work, so I went back to using it. And my soaps are all vegan. I make sure of that. Cover that up so it's all good. Alright, so that is done. Alright, so now what we're going to do is put this on the stove behind me, which you can't see. And we are going to let this heat up and melt down. And we will come back when we're done with that. Alright, as you can see, we have our everything on here. It's going to take about 20 minutes to melt that. But you want it in a water bath to melt all your butters and oils. And then when we're done, we add our magnesium oil. And the magnesium oil is pre-made, so it's easy to use. Alright, welcome back. Our oils and butters are now melted. Let me turn this down. Just a little bit left to go. Oh, no, it's all completely melted. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for about half an hour or so, and we're going to let this completely cool down. Why do I want to do that? I want this to cool down so that I can whip this up really good and add in the magnesium oil, and we want this to be a little bit of a cooler temperature. Our goal here was just to get everything melted and and mixed all together. So now that we've got that done, we're going to turn this off again, let this cool down for about half an hour. I will come back and then we will put in our magnesium oil and we'll whip this up really good, as I have it right here, as I'm slowly bringing it over so I don't spill it. And we'll put that in and we'll mix everything up. There we go. Lay that down so it doesn't hurt. All right, and we'll be right back. All right, now that our magnesium lotion base has cooled itself down, we are going to whip this up. Now, just so you know, I put a wet washcloth around it. You don't have to do that. I just pulled it out of my base and put it on here just to keep the drips from getting into the table. You don't have to do that. I put it directly on hot pads. I do, you know, on my, whatever you decide to do. This came out really hot, so that's why we did that. Okay, so let's whip this up. Okay, I'm going to get an initial whip going, which I did, and now we're going to just add our lotion and we're going to mix it all together. I'm going to drizzle this in slowly. Maybe. That sit for a minute because now I need to add my vitamin E oil. Okay, what did I do with it? It was sitting right here. There it is. I'm going to add 10 drops of vitamin E on top of that. And this lotion, I found I don't need to add any preservatives or anything in it because my customers use it up so quick. They don't need it. And it's liquidy, so we're going to pour this in and then I just let it sit. I can continue to whip this up if I wanted to and make it really and do the and then just pour it in that way, but I'm choosing not to do that today because I just want to get this poured, and it's nice and fluid, and that's what you want. All right, I'm going to open these jars up. And I'm going to get my scale out because we do have to weigh these in for 4 ounces. I'm going to take it off. Okay. And this is still fairly warm. I usually do this at a much cooler temperature, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to pour these to 4 ounces. So let's do that now. Okay. And I usually can get 4 jars out of this. Okay, that stayed 4. Okay, last jar. Okay, so there's a little bit more in that one. We're just going to pop it out. Not worried about it. Alright, so I'll let these sit on my counter until they're 100% cool, and then I'll put these tops on. These are little yogurt jars that I get off of Amazon. They're really inexpensive, and I absolutely love them. I have to grab a couple more little jars here. You usually get 2 of these little jars. They're 1 ounce jars, and then I get my sampler. Looks like I'm only going to get 1 today. Sometimes I can get more, sometimes I can't. It really depends. Okay, there's 1 ounce, a little over. Okay, let's get another one out. And I think this one will be the sampler. One thing about the magnesium lotion is it does take time to make. It's the only thing outside of my soaps that takes, well, now my soap recipe is going to a new, I'm going to a new recipe, so I shouldn't say a new recipe, a new way of doing my recipe. Oh, look at that. Got 2 little jars out of that. Yay! And then a little bit of a sampler. I may just keep this little sampler for myself, because I have a good sampler. Trying to scrape the edge of that and see how much I can get out of this one. I know I won't get a full ounce out of it, but we'll get some lotion. And all I'm going to do is scrape this to the side. My customers love trying the product. It was so cute. I had a gentleman, he was like, I don't know what you have, but I really would like to know if you have anything for muscle pain. I said, I don't have anything for necessarily muscle pain, but I do have something that will help your muscles that might reduce the pain. I said that you have, and he says, what is it? And I said, well, I have this handy dandy lotion that is really good for restless leg syndrome. It's good for aches and pains, and good for other things. And he says, okay, well, do you have a sample of it? And I said, sure. I said, here you go, give it a try. Oops, I just spilled that right out. Give it a try, and then come back and let me know how you feel. Well, he came back, he went and put it on his leg. He says, I'm going to put this on my leg and give it a try. He went and walked around the farmer's market, and our little farmer's market is really little, so it wasn't a lot. A little bit over an ounce. And he comes back about 5 minutes later and decides that he wants a whole jar of it. And he took it, and he told me that he absolutely loved it, and that he was going to come back for more. So I'm expecting him to come back this week, because he and his wife are regulars in the shop, so they buy soaps, they buy different things, so it's really cool. So anyway, there's our magnesium lotion. You can see how easy that was to make. The recipe is anywhere on the web, but if you go to my Patreon, I will show you more directions on how to make this, and give you some more tips and tricks to it. This can be whipped up. If it's cooled down all the way, you can whip it up into more of a butter. My customers prefer to have it a light lotion, although this does thicken up on its own to be fairly thick like a butter, because it is so butter heavy. But my basic butters are the coconut oil, mango, shea, and cocoa butters, although I do add more shea than I do the other two, so I kind of balance that out a little bit. And then, so that's it. That's how you make it. It's really easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed seeing me make this. It's really, really easy to make, and it's a game stopper in my store. So I mentioned I have magnesium lotion, and my customers are like, where? I mean, because of the rain last week, we didn't have as many customers, but this is the third week that I've actually had it back in my shop, because it's been out for a while, and I can't keep it in stock. My customers love it that much. So there you have it, magnesium lotion. Go make it if you haven't. Check out my Patreon channel, and I'll have the instructions on how to make it on there, and a good recipe that you all can use. And there you have it. Thanks everybody for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, and don't forget to leave a comment or a question if you have one. Thanks everybody. Have a beautiful day. Bye.